Hey everyone, so there was a lot of interest in sharing my camping spreadsheet I use on Google Docs. So today I'm going to show you how to make a copy of that so you can use that for your camping log. It's really great to keep track of mileage on the camper, and also it has some great features of calculating distance. And so I'll show you that today. The first thing I'm going to show you, if you just go to the URL I provided in the video description, you'll go to the camping log. And so what you want to do is go to File and Make a Copy. And you can rename it to whatever you want to call it. And that's going to make a copy of this, and so you can be able to save it to your Google Drive. So once you do that, it's going to make a copy. So now this is in your drive and it's editable. Okay, so I just want to show you a quick basic usage of this. So basically all I do is insert a new row. I'll put in the date. So say if we're going camping today. It's not working. The name of the place is not really important, it's just useful. So the complete address is important later on when I show you how the directions work. So for now we'll just we're not going to put in an address, we're just going to put in Texas. The total mileage, I always enter that after we go on a trip, how many nights, the total cost, and then one thing you need to do is to copy this formula up. That'll calculate the average cost per night. Site number. The check-in time is really important for the calculations later on, so most places are around 2 p.m. And then this column I use is for the hookups, if I know they have full hookups, if it's dry, or if it's just power, or if it's only water. Every park is different, so definitely like full. It turns green. Then after we are done camping at this location, I'll say if we want to return or not, and things we'd liked and just didn't like about the camping location. So that's the basics on that. The calculations tab. So all of these are calculations from the other sheet. So it keeps track of a lot of things. Hopefully all these things make sense to everybody. So the total trips. So yeah, hopefully this all makes sense. And now for like this one here, for like 2021, you might want to put it down below here because all these are calculations on other columns. So if you want to put in 2021 trips, you basically just copy this formula and then put it in here, and you'll just have to adjust the dates. So you just need to change these to 2021, and there you go. I'll do the calculation for that, and then let me know if you have any questions about how these work, or they're just a bunch of formulas. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how the scripting portion works. The scripting portion is what uses Google's Navigations API, and they'll calculate you the distance, mileage, and what time you should leave by. So it's a really cool function to have that you can just punch in the address, and then you kind of know how far the RV place is. So I'll show you that in this demo. So we'll make a copy of this one here. Rename this to whatever you want. Bob. Alright, so now you have your own copy of the camping log, so you can delete all of my records. The first thing you'll need to do is go to Tools and Script Editor. And then down in the link below, I'll give you the link to this, and this is the code you'll need. So you'll just want to select it all, copy, and then select all that and paste in the code. You want to save it, you'll give it a name. Alright, so we saved it, it might pop up asking you for some permissions. Also, you'll need to make sure you update this line, line 43. You'll need to use Google and find your GPS coordinates of your departure location. Well, it should do that. Let's see if it does or not. I guess not. So next thing we need to do is add some triggers to your project. So go to the triggers. We're going to add a trigger. We want to call the calculate distance function. This is all good, and we want to do it on edit. And then you can leave this the same. It'll notify you if there's a failure of the code daily. We want to save that. Here are the permissions it's going to ask, so you want to just approve it. The app isn't verified, but it's fine. You can look at the code. There's nothing bad in it. It's very simple. Alright, so that's good to go. So then if you go back to your spreadsheet, we're going to add a new row. Alright, so we're going to say leave next month. Alright, and we're going to... I watched JD's last video and he went to Camper Clinic, so that's where we're going to go. So I'll put in the name Camper Clinic. I'm not going to put the address in yet. I'll do that here in a minute. We're going to stay at Camper Clinic for 2 nights. We'll say it costs $50. One thing we need to do is to copy the formula up so it calculates the average cost. We're staying at site number 1, and the check-in time is at 2 p.m. Alright, so now we can punch in the address. You want to wait on the address because the address is what calls the function to fire. So we type in the address and push enter, and then you'll see in the comments here, so for us, Camper Clinic is 2,300 miles away. Round trip, it's 4,622 miles. It's going to take us 1 day, 11 hours. And if we want to get there on the 15th at 2 p.m., we should leave November 12th at 1500. So that's what it says. That's what that does. So hopefully that's helpful for a lot of people. I think it's really cool. I mean, there's a lot of other cool things you can do with Google Script. So yeah, if you want to play around with the code, add some more things, you can contribute to my GitHub project if you want. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching.